Hi guys, welcome back, and today I've got another review for you. Today we're going to be reviewing this little RTA just here. I hope you can see that if it's getting in focus. Now this is OBS's Crius RTA. I've had it for a good few weeks now actually. I bought this nearly a month ago, or maybe just over that. Picked it up, like the look of it. It's an RTA, as I said. It's the version 3. That's the velocity deck on this one, where the previous ones didn't have that. I didn't actually review them, but I thought I'd review this one just because it was a velocity style, really. Heard a good few things about it, and what we'll do is we'll do an unboxing, go down to the table, do the unboxing, have a look what's in there, have a look at that velocity deck as well. And I think I've already got a build in here, but I'll show you it anyway, you know, see how you can go with it, or see what you can get to fit in there. I haven't had too many problems. I think I've actually got a Clapton wire in there, or Clapton coil in there at the moment. So we'll go down, have a look, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so this is the packaging the OBS Crius RTA comes in. Just a little sleeve on there. And on the back it's just telling you it comes in stainless steel, black or white. Now this is the stainless steel version. Nothing too much on the outside, just a little sleeve that you take off. And then you've got the actual box. Open that up and you've got this manual just here. And it's just telling you about the tank, the functions of it. So this product can be filled from the top, or only from the top, should we say. I'll show you that in more detail, but literally you're going to pull up the top. There's a little filling hole there. You'd fill it up and then close it. It's pretty much as simple as that. No real unscrewing of anything to fill it up or anything like that. We'll have another, as I said, we'll have a close look at that in a second. Just telling you a bit more information, how to break it down, and it's just saying it's very easy to build on. On the reverse, you've actually got a diagram of building it, unscrewing it, where you actually wick the cotton to, how to fill it up, and yeah, that's pretty much it really. Materials, just the normal really. Diameter, it's 22 mils. Height, I take it from, that's from the base to the actual drip tip, which is 65 millimeters. It gives you a weight as well, and this actually holds 4.2 millilitres of e-liquid, which is very handy. So that's the instructions just there. Get rid of that. Now in the box you will get it pretty much just like that. So you've got a spare glass tank, you've got a Allen key for the velocity style deck, and then you've actually got the unit. Nothing else in this pack. Oh, beg your pardon, yes there is. They actually supply you some cotton in the base there. You've got some spare grub screws or Allen key heads. They give you some wire, and you've got spare O-rings in there as well. So not a bad little kit actually. As I said, I've had this for roughly about over a month, I would have said. It's just I haven't had time to review this product, which is a shame. And there goes the glass. Okay, so that was the glass just there. I'll put that back in. Put the tank to the side. Just close that up a second. Just have a look what's on the reverse of this. Side filling, so top to top. So it's top stroke side filling, juice flow control, easy to clean, and then you've got a little scratch panel just at the bottom, so a QR code just there, just telling you what's in the actual pack. Your screwdriver, your wire, glass tube, silicone ring screws, everything that I've just showed you basically. So that's the boxing. Now the actual product. So this is the RTA just here. Let's see if I can get a close-up of that. Quite nice. You've got a bit of engravings on the bottom. As you can see, it's starting to wear out. I have used this quite a bit at the moment. Designed by OBS, and then Crius at the bottom. You've got a 510 there, but I don't think it's adjustable on this one. Your airflow, which actually stops. It doesn't go all the way round. and obviously you can adjust it to what you want to set it to, and that'll be on both sides, so dual airflow. Let's break this up. So we have got your glass strip tip just there. Just unscrew the bottom. That's your Velocity style deck, if you can see that. Just there. As you can see, I've got some Claptons in there. So, you know, you can run Claptons. Very good tank. And this section here, now this does come apart as well, because obviously you can change the actual glass. And you see that O-ring stuck at the bottom there. Just be wary of it, really. You know, you don't want to go washing it and then find you've lost an O-ring, even though they do give you spare ones. Now, let's just have a look at this from the base. So, as I said, Velocity style deck. Just there. As I said, got some Claptons in there. I think they're 2.5 or 2 mil. Then your easy wicking, you know, Velocity style deck. Your juice holes, which are just there. Now, they do tell you, or I found that the best way of wicking this is just to get it in the top pocket there. You've got your airflow directly underneath the coil. Hopefully you can see that as well. Yeah. And then we'll move on to the actual Pyrex glass, which is just standard really nowadays. That sits there. And then you've got the juice control section, which is just here. Another O-ring just in there. Threads have been really smooth, haven't had any problems, no sharp edges. I haven't had any machine oil on this either, but obviously still give it out a rinse. Now you've got the OBS logo just there and Crius just there. I hope that's getting in focus. I really can't see if it is. Okay, and that just screws on to the bottom just there. Like that. Just nip it up, not too tight, because you will struggle to get this off. And then you've got the chimney stroke side filling port, which is just there as well. So, as I said, nice thin threads. Chimney piece just in there. Another O-ring just in there as well. And literally, you'll just pull it up, fill it through that hole, obviously closing off the juice wells, the juice flow, should we say, sorry. And then push it down again. You know, there's no unscrewing, dripping and screwing it back up or anything like that. It's as simple as pulling it up. Excuse me. So that's the top piece there. And that just screw down into that. Quite small, very smooth. Obviously, you won't be able to tighten it too much because the actual top piece keeps on spinning round. So just grab it from that lower lip when you're tightening. Just, as I said, not too tight. And then they supply you with a glass drip tip as well. I don't think it really matches the design of it, but it is a good drip tip. I have used it. I think that is the only drip tip I've actually used on this one, really. I haven't had a problem with it at all. And then obviously once you've got it all locked down into place, you can actually see, no, you cannot see those juice wells opening. So let me just take that apart again. So, you know, this might be a problem that you incur. So I think the best way of doing this, again, this O-ring has just come off on me, so make sure that goes back on now. Screw those bits down together nice and tight. Now, and then screw it onto your base section. Now you can see the juice flows are open and they're closing up. Hopefully you can see that in there. Like that. And obviously you can't go too tight with it, so you'd have to back it off to get the juice wells all the way open. And then your airflow. So what we'll do is just fill her up. Grab some juice here. Right, just use this stuff. So we'll close off the juice wells just like that. pull up the top, and then you're going to just drip it inside that chamber just there, and that will take it all the way down. Obviously, the thicker the juice, it will take slightly longer to fill up. And you see it just there starting to fill up nicely. I think I'm going to need 2 hands for that. Right, so just close it off, push down. A little bit of excess just there, be wary of that. And then open up the juice wells. Just leave it settle for a minute and then it's ready to vape. So let's go back up top, have a vape on it. I'll let you know pros and cons. And I think that'll do us for now. See you in a second. Okay, so we just had a close look at the OBS Crius with the Velocity style deck. That's it on the mod. So that's the OBS Crius just there. No gaps or anything like that, sits down flush, not a problem with any of my mods. Running it about 50 watts, it's a 0.3 ohm Clapton coil, and yeah, let's give it a couple of vapes. Okay, so not bad flavour at all, you know, depending on the build you have in here, it's running really well for me. Bonus is obviously 4.2 mils of liquid that you can have in there. Airflow, a lot of airflow in there, and just looking at it now, there is a slight, you ain't going to be able to see that, but a slight gap in between the air ring and the next section just there, but ever so slightly. It doesn't really affect me or bother me, but it's worth mentioning. Not amazing amounts of cloud, obviously depending on the build you're using and the liquid you're using, but you know, it's definitely an everyday vape for me anyway. Do make sure that you get the wicked right, because I have had dry hits on it, but on the whole, a very decent tank. I can't remember the price of this offhand, but if you do a Google search, I'm sure you'll find it straight away. And remember, you want the Velocity style deck if that's your preferred deck, which it is mine. Pros and cons. Now the pros, no, let's do the cons first. So the cons, if the chimney section was a bit better, maybe you'd get a bit more flavour out of it, but you know, from what it is, lifting up this airflow, this top section to fill it in, can be a bit tricky, especially if it's thick liquid. If you can see that in there, I've just lifted it up and you can see like a layer of juice in there where it hasn't gone down properly. I think that might be because I'm using too thick of a juice. What else can I say really? You know, Velocity style RTA, they're going to be good, I think, anyway. The styling of it, it's, you know, it's not bad at all. It's pretty plain, there's nothing really to it. In saying that, it is a good tank, I do really like it. So pros of it, the Velocity style deck, that is its #1 key, I think so. And obviously your juice flow adjuster as well, that's always a good thing. But yeah, on the whole, I like it. I've used it quite a bit. I have slowed down in using it just from where I've got a good few other products that I'm doing at the moment. But on the whole, definitely a good tank. Would I go out and buy it again? Because I did purchase this with my own money. Would I purchase it? Do you know what? There's another tank that's coming up in my reviews, and I think I'd prefer going for that. So I don't think... I'm glad I got it. I don't think I'd buy it again if this one was to break, though, I have to say. But on the whole, as I said, quite a nice tank. I think that is about it, really. Oh yeah, one other thing. I have found it very crackly, or it pops a lot. A little bit more than other tanks, I think. Not sure why, it might be down to my build, but yeah, definitely something to keep in mind really. Okay, so I think we're done here. Another good RTA, sorry. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.